Accusations of racism, threats, and retribution. No, this is not a story on Capitol Hill. It's happening right here in San Marcos, and it will continue first thing tomorrow. So I want to bring in my colleague, Jason Puckett, who's been following this for months now. And Jason, this is complicated, to say the least.
Chris, exactly. It's been a tough week at Texas State. There was an impeachment hearing that could have gone through for the university president earlier this week, but not enough senators showed up. That led to protests, debates, and more. So what has caused all of this strife at Texas State?
It traces back to November. An opinion article titled "Your DNA is an Abomination" that ran in the university newspaper. Student government president Connor Clegg called for the author and editor-in-chief to step down and said if they didn't, he'd find a way to defund the newspaper. In response, the school's Pan-African Action Committee posted their own statement calling for Clegg's impeachment. That call grew louder in February of this year when someone found old social media posts from Clegg showing what they called racist comments last year and in 2014. Now, Texas State University President Denise Trouth also called them offensive. Clegg apologized, and she accepted. Then in March, Clegg was tried by the Student Supreme Court, who decided not to move forward with any impeachment. The Dean of Students overruled that decision, stating there is enough to warrant an order for an impeachment trial. Now, that trial was supposed to be last Wednesday, but 19 senators never showed up, leading dozens of students to hold a sit-in at the Student Center in protest.
We are protesting injustices that have been put upon marginalized students at Texas State. And
protests outside the meeting with campus police.
I am tired of it.
And that brings us to now. Monday night, there will be a new impeachment hearing for Clegg. KVUE spoke with one of the senators who was absent last time.
So I love that they're, using their First Amendment, but I just wish that we would do it in a more inclusive way. And I just wish that the conversation would progress.
And that senator told me the meeting last time was mostly just shouting back and forth. She hopes the administration at the school will step in and keep tomorrow's meeting much more civil. Now, when we reached out to the administration for comments on all this today, we didn't get any sort of response. And Chris, that meeting is set for 7 p.m. tomorrow at this point.
And I know we'll have a crew there for that follow-up. Thank you, Jason.